didn't get to play a ton. So now that you're playing, do you feel a different role? What's your thought process is going into games now as compared to last year?
Obviously, I haven't got much playing experience yet.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I'm just trying to get into my role, do what coach brought me here to do, run the rim, run to the rim, run down the court, box out, block shots, just try and be like a defensive anchor type player and just try and fit into my role. And I think I'm getting there over time. I'm going to keep going hard in practice and try and get into that role as the season goes on.
Could you learn anything last year in watching and practicing, or is it so much more important to get game experience?
I think because last year I tried to watch as much as Lodi playing basketball as possible, so I like the energy he brought to the team. I think every team needs a person like that, like a glue guy, an anchor. So I think part of it is paying attention to the seniors, people who have more experience than you. And another part of it is obviously game experience, because I'm not used to that type of environment yet, I guess. But just trying to get into that mindset of I'm in a game, I've got spots to be, I've got roles to fill, so I'm just trying to get into that. So, yeah.
James, I'm kind of curious, when you signed last year, kind of the word on the street was as you were playing in the red shirt your first year, because obviously you still had a couple of years of high school you could have gone to. But then obviously you end up playing that first year, so I'm just kind of wondering, at what point did you think like maybe, okay, I can do this, like, maybe it's beneficial if I just go ahead and play my first year?
I think last year would have been a lot easier if I didn't get injured, because that kind of wrenched in the works. And at that point, I didn't really know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I just broke with the punches, I guess. But there wasn't really. After I got injured, it was less clear. But all that matters is I'm healthy now.
Right.
I hope to be healthy for the rest of my time at WVU.
Right.
So I hope to help the team any way I can now. So.
And it seems like you're almost kind of learning under fire this year when you go out there and all of a sudden you're asked to guard Zach Edey, or you're asked to guard Nunji, who's another 7-footer, and they have the experience. They've been around the block a few times. So what's that experience been like for you?
It's actually been really helpful. Like guarding Edey.
Yeah.
I've gone from not playing my entire first year to guarding a 7'4", 290 monster.
Yeah.
So, I think just trying to stay locked in, not being too distracted with who I have to guard, just trying to stop the ball and just slow my defensive matchup down as much as I can, like Coach wants me to do. And I think just the more I'll play, the more efficient I'll get in that aspect. So, yeah.
Eventually you get used to it, right?
Eventually, yeah. Jimmy's a big kid. Yeah. He's a big kid.
What is it like, 7'4" guy, 290 pounds? I mean, and you're trying to, you're physically very, very equipped for a lot of things, but no one's equipped for that.
I think it was just a matchup that we just had to stop, and we tried our hardest, but you can't teach 7'4", 290, so it's not a whole lot I could do there, but should we try to stop him? Should we try really hard? So.
James, what, third year in the United States? Fourth. Yeah. So, are you adjusted? Are there things about home you miss? Are there things here that you couldn't get at home that you like?
Obviously, I'm always going to miss my family. That's a big part. I got to see my brother down in Xavier, that was really nice. I get to see him like once a year out here. But obviously, I'm going to miss my family. But when it comes to basketball, when it comes to like West Virginia, there's nowhere else in America or the UK that could prepare me as much as they have here. Like, I came in 218 pounds as a freshman, skin and bone. Now I'm like 235 pounds, 6'9". I grew into my frame a lot more athletic. So I don't think anywhere else could possibly do that for me. I think Sean Brown's done a wonderful job with me, and the rest of the guys, especially Jimmy, but I don't think anybody else is able to prepare me like they have here. So.
How's your game changed, too?
From last year?
Or when you first got to the United States, when you were in Beckley?
I think just the importance of realizing that every team needs that one, athlete and that glue guy that holds everyone together defensively. I think I'm equipped for defense specifically. I can box out, I'm pretty strong, I'm pretty athletic. I have pretty good vertical. My stamina's pretty good. And I think if I can just learn how to get to my spots a little bit better and learn how to just run the offense a little bit better and I can take my scoring opportunities, I think that'll be the benefit of the team.
On your scoring opportunities, you've attempted a couple three-pointers this year. Is that an area Coach
That was,
wants you to get to? I assume not, right?
I think that was just more freshman, the inner freshman in me. The lack of experience. I thought I was open on those threes, so I took them. And I guess if it was too early in the shot clock, those attempts, and I don't think that's what we wanted against the 7'4" Takidi. So I think we got to go a better look out of that. So that's just building game experience and just better habits on court.
World Cup been a little bit of home for you?
The World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the France matchup. I think we're going to go home. I thought we were going to beat the USA team at least 3-0. All of my friends back home were saying, when we beat them, you got to let your teammates know. And then we didn't win. So, yeah.
And Netherlands beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
James, what was your confidence level heading into the season, and where's it at right now?
Heading into the season?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think, obviously last year was more of just to sit back and just take in as much as I can. And I feel as if athletically, I'm pretty confident, like everything and all the plays and everything coach knows he wants me to do now. I think I'm pretty confident. I just want to go out there and get as much experience as possible so I can try and grow my own on-court confidence as well. Like practice, I know what I'm doing. Play-wise, if he called up a play, I could probably run it, I could draw up in front of you. That's just what I did last year. Just sit back and just watch all the seniors, because we had a lot of old guys last year. Just watching what they did, what got them taken out. And I feel as if just when I'm playing, it's just going to start clicking quicker and quicker, so I can actually contribute to my team this year.